Jed Maley and his 24-year-old wife Sarah of Deerfield, New Hampshire, had been married just a few months when on February 27th, 1995, Jed was forced to face the terrifying reality of till death do us part.
We consider each other best friends, and finally did get married, and we have the house that we've dreamed about. You know, we just got back from our honeymoon, and everything was just going so right for us.
Hi, Nancy. It's Jed, Sarah's husband. I'm calling to let you know that she's not going to make it into work today.
She was coughing and having a hard time breathing. At that point, though, she was treating it more or less like it was something that she could get control of.
Okay. Thanks. Bye. You're all set.
Sarah's had asthma since even before kindergarten. She knows the measures that she needs to take to get her breathing. So it's best for me to just keep my distance a little bit because, A, you don't want to distract her. B, you don't want to make her nervous. And C, you don't want her to have to talk if she's having a hard time breathing. About a half hour transpired, and I heard her say that she couldn't breathe.
Jed?
Call the ambulance.
Call the ambulance.
We don't have a 911 system, but Sarah had been smart enough actually to program the number into our phone.
Deerfield Fire and Rescue.
Hi, this is Jed Maley up on 201 Road.
Yes, sir.
My wife's having an asthma attack. She doesn't feel like she can make it to the emergency room.
Okay. Is she taking any inhaler or anything like that?
Yeah, she's got 3 of them, but...
It's not doing any good.
Right.
All right, we'll have the ambulance head right up.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
The nearest advanced life support unit was more than 12 miles from the scene.
Deerfield Fire and Rescue.
201 Road. She's passed out and she's not breathing.
Okay. Where is she right now?
She's on the floor.
She's on the floor. Okay. You want me to give you instructions on what to do?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Her lips were deep, deep purple. And that's probably the very first moment that I realized that she might die.
Should I start blowing into her nose or something?
Okay, this is what I want you to do, all right? I want you to help her breathe, okay? What you got to do is first get her on her back.
Okay.
Okay, put her on her back first.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your palm of your hand on her forehead and tip her head back.
Okay.
And lift up the chin with the other hand.
Okay.
Okay. That should keep the tongue out of the back of her throat.
Okay.
When you give her a breath, okay, you got to pinch your nose.
Okay.
And you're going to give her a breath, you know, put your lips on hers and just blow into her. And hopefully what you want to do is make sure the chest goes up, not the stomach.
Okay.
Okay, so try that.
All right, hold on.
I just kept saying over and over again that, you know, you can't leave me now. You can't do this.
She's in respiratory arrest. I'm giving directions over the phone right now. Okay, is any air going in?
I can't tell.
Okay. What you're going to do, when you tip the head back far enough, okay, as you breathe into her, you should see either the chest or the stomach rise.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, try it again. Is anything going in at all? Jed? Jed?
I mean, she's still making the movements like she's breathing.
Okay.
Maybe she is getting air. Why don't you listen to yourself?
Okay, she is gasping for air, but the problem is she's not getting enough.
Say what?
She's not getting enough air.
Right.
So you got to keep doing it, okay?
Okay.
All right. But try and work with her. Watch her chest go up and down.
Okay.
Okay.
Do a stay on the line with me.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, honey.
I anticipated giving a nice big breath of fresh air and watching her chest rise, but when I blew into her mouth, it was like blowing against her hand. You know, she's dying in front of me. I'm hoping that it's working, but in the back of my mind, I know it's not.
Jed?
Hello?
Hello, Jed?
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on there now? I hear her wheezing in the background.
Yeah, he's got the oxygen on her mouth.
Okay, there's a rescue guy there?
Yeah, from Deerfield.
Okay, the ambulance will be there momentarily, all right? If the rescue's there, we can hang up the call. He'll take over, okay?
Sorry about that.
That's okay, Jed. Don't apologize.
All right.
All right, bye.
Moments later, Raymond ambulance paramedic Pete Malvey arrived.
Another paramedic that I work with had recently gone on a very similar call, and his patient ended up expiring. And I have asthma. My wife has asthma. We also are newlyweds, so it became very personal to me.
Teeth are really clenched.
She was having agonal respirations, which is a condition where it's literally the last gasps of breath before a patient completely stops breathing.
No, she's all stuck. All right, ventilator again, Ron. You're gonna have to try nasal.
We tried to open her mouth, it wouldn't work. We tried to pass the tube nasally, it wouldn't work.
Okay.
And if we were unable to establish an airway, the patient's possibility of survival was 0.
It's not going in either.
The last-ditch attempt was to use my hands to displace the jaw, and that would allow me to try and get a laryngoscope in so I could see where the tube needed to be placed.
All right, tube.
This is terrible to say, but been married 3 months, and we still have very recent memories of our honeymoon. And now the memories that are going through my mind is, am I going to have to plan a funeral?
How's it sound?
Erickson.
Both?
Good.
Okay, we're in.
Good.
How's the bagging going?
Really tough, tight.
Okay.
Her lungs had basically collapsed onto themselves, so it was very hard to get any oxygen in. It was like trying to push a bowling ball through a cocktail straw. We knew she needed everything that we could give her. We gave epinephrine through the IV, and usually you see some sort of a minimal change in the patient's status, and there was absolutely none.
Okay, watch your hands sharp.
I got to the hospital, and one of the members who was riding up front in the ambulance started walking to the back, and I said to her, and I said loudly, "Is she okay?"
Is she okay?
And she looked at me and she didn't respond. And I mean, she was dead. I was just about sure at that point. And they opened the doors and she was sitting up. You know, her eyes were open. She was holding her own oxygen mask, and she looked better then than I think she ever has in her entire life. It had gone from the worst day to the best day of my life in a matter of minutes.
At Elliott Hospital, 24-year-old Sarah Maley was examined by emergency physician Sandy King.
Lana, she's pretty tight. You want to get the intubation stuff ready? She was so shut down that air basically couldn't get into her, but she responded much quicker than we thought she would. Lobo, you want to get the, run that into a non-rebreather mask? All the heavy-duty work had been done on the ambulance. They saved her life on the ambulance. Just take some deep breaths. So just get that stuff ready. She sounds like she's loosening up a little bit, so.
I'll try to keep her from.
Get her to sit.
Yeah.
Sarah is now under the care of a pulmonary specialist who has taught her how to better monitor her asthma and is treating her with a new medication.
Because I've had asthma all my life, I thought for the longest time that I could control it, and they hit me like a ton of bricks. I don't want to say I'm glad it happened, but in a way, you know, it really opened our eyes as far as getting us the help we needed and getting us to take it more seriously.
Ooh, turkey burgers for vegetarians, the real red meat for the rest of us.
Pete is just a great person. He saved her life, and he made all the difference. I didn't even know how you say thank you to something like that.
Just on the West Coast.
If he hadn't done what he did, I'd be a mess.
There you go. Look at myself.
There was a sense of accomplishment that not only had I helped the patient, but I had helped the husband. I began thinking about what if it had been my wife instead of his that day. And I think somewhere along the line, I was working Sarah for Jed. There's no doubt the system is what saved Sarah. There was a speed dial. The husband had the state of mind to be able to listen to the dispatcher's directions. The rescue members arrived fairly quickly with oxygen, and our treatment was extremely aggressive. If any link in that chain had been broken, Sarah wouldn't have made it. everybody made a difference. Everybody touched her, and she touched everybody.
We're going to salvage it? Yes! All right.
Save your wife, save a bird.
It all works out. You got to help her out. I have no fire with that.
Next.
There were two ladies in the car. There was no way that they could get out. They would have been swept away with the current immediately.
We're not getting any response.